Captain's log. Morning world and welcome to Saturday the 30th of May, and yes, today it really is Saturday. Fud. Did the pen not work very well?
Not very well.
Okay, I'm not going to tell them why you call me Fud. You fucker.
Look, I just want to see your face.
Okay, I'm going to put my finger over that bit. It's our wedding anniversary. It's our wedding anniversary. Mrs. P has bought me a very nice card.
Oh, what does it say?
Which it says, golly, golly me, we survived another year together. To Fud, happy anniversary. Have you just written this? Yeah, I thought you had. Does that mean that I've got time to go and get one and write one for you?
28 years.
28 years. Okay. Well, while we're opening things, I'm going to put that down because there is a naughty word on there. Naughty mummy. We've had a couple of presents come through, including one from Mrs. P. You've already opened that, haven't you?
I just see if it's a return mag. I'm not opening it, you're opening it.
No, it's got your name on it. That's Mrs. P, not Mr. P.
If it was for me, Mr. Pullin,
Yeah.
I'd have opened it the day it arrived, which was 3 days ago.
That says.
You told me.
That says Mrs. P. I said wait to open it until I had the camera. So what's in it then? You've got to open that. I can't open that. It's yours. Oh, it is a mug.
Sorry, you just slam that down like that. You can do it now.
You have to be grateful.
It's absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what it says. Dear Mrs. P, as much as we love the awesome videos and the banter with the girls, I think it's only fair to get some sort of recognition for all the hard work you do behind the scenes, running of the business and now the eBay shop as well, and of course 4 daughters that are a credit to you, plus managing to keep your cool in a crisis. No idea. So I sent you a little something, best wishes, but it's called a badger.
A badger? That's a honey badger. Well, honey badgers are resilient.
Which
and
it says, I'm Mrs. Super Cool.
This is super cool. So you're Mrs. Super Cool and I'm Mr. Awesome then, is that what it is? That's rude. Right, well thank you.
I'm glad to see that in 28 years that you've remembered as well as you did 28 years ago. Because you couldn't even find your gold watch then.
Yeah. I don't know if I've worn it since, have I?
No idea.
Don't know. Anyway, thank you very much. Mrs. P is being camera shy this morning. But it's a very nice picture.
I don't know who it's from though.
No, I don't know who it's from. It doesn't say who it's from. So to whoever that is who sent that, thank you very much indeed. Is there a clue as to what part of the country it came from? No. Brr.
On a more important note, do you like your card?
I love my card. It's very nice, very humorous. Thank you very much indeed.
I've got to be honest, I wasn't too sure which way it would go, whether or not you might take offence.
Oh, I won't take offence. You know me. It takes a lot to offend me, doesn't it? So, anyway, so Mrs. P now has her new mug. Is that going in the glass cabinet or in the cupboard? You haven't got room in the cupboard.
I may well put it upstairs. It can go on my desk.
Oh, on your desk. Yeah. All right, okay. It's good on Mrs. P's desk.
It's to me it's a bit wasted money. The prepping for
Okay. All right then. You're going now, are you?
I'm going to do the invoice. I'm going to do the invoicing behind the scenes work to make sure there's money coming in. Okay.
Good job. No. No. Okay, so we do have another gift. Now this has been here for a few days. I just haven't had time to introduce it. I have opened it. I do know what's inside it, and Martin, because I'll share this with him because he loves this sort of thing. will be delighted because we literally got a box of naughty stuff. So what's that? Ooh, dairy buttons. That's mine. What's that? Haribo. Martin can have a Haribo, so don't do that. Yeah. Mrs. P will have that. She likes that. And she likes that. So, me, Mrs. P, and unless my daughters get to it first, that'll go down for last. So there is a note with this, which I will read out. So it says at the top, please read on camera if you can, thanks. To Farmer P. My name is Tom, I'm 18 years old, and we've met you once before in Cromwell, on Tortworth Estate, when me and my dad were going to plant Christmas trees. My dad's name is Tim, the woodsman. I know Tim. Tim went off to drive lorries. Are you driving lorries, Tim? As you may know him, as he was the head tree forester at the estate we live in. We live in Wales now. I'm a grass cutter in the council, and you are awesome. Tell Mrs. P that you are one of the best farmers out there. Your YouTube channel is great. Give me something to do when I'm not working. I've always been interested in farming. What? A little bit of sick. Swallow it. If you love me, you'll swallow that. I've always been interested in farming. It's great. It's a great job. Anyway, keep up the good work. Hope all is well. P.S. Here are some goodies for you. Right, okie dokie. Well, thank you very much, Tom. Like I say, these have actually been in my office for quite a few days, and you've probably been wondering where they were. And it's literally just I haven't had time to get around to. So thank you, Tom, and please give my best regards to your dad, Tim. He's got my telephone number. He knows where I am. Right then. News. Matthew, as you may be aware, was out tedding for us yesterday afternoon, and he rang me. I can't actually remember what time he rang me. I could look up on my phone, but I can't. To tell me that he'd lost a tyre on the Lily. Not only had he lost the tyre, he'd also lost the tube. The valve was being ripped out of the tube. So that's one of the jobs for this morning. Is I need to get a new tube and fix that wheel so we can finish spinning it. There's only, I think he said, half an acre left to do. There is a bit of juice morning, so there's no dire rush. But the idea is we go baling tomorrow if we can. So I do need to maybe just turn it gently once more. So that's the job for this morning. I need to go and sort out a new inner tube and repair this wheel tyre thing. Right. Pardon? And lavish you with gifts for our anniversary. Do you have anything in particular you'd like in mind? No, I could come upstairs and give you one now if you want. No. Oh, no? No. She didn't want a gift. Okay. No pleasing some people. Right then. The next job. I don't think I'm going to be using that tube for a tyre ever again. There was actually a couple of bits of metal sticking up inside here. I've cleaned them out. I've got to get that last bit of dust out of there. But I've managed to find a tube. Another tyre place is closed, and they've stuck a tube out for me. So we're going to shoot to Barclay and pick up a tube, and I'll see if I can repair this on the machine. Try and repair it on the machine. Shall we? Let's. Very quiet down here. Apparently my tyre is left out on a pallet somewhere. Right, have tube, back to the farm. The other farm, not my farm, the other one. Well, we're here. Right then, where did Matthew leave the tractor? Yep, I can see the tether. solid. Okay, so this will be fun. So I'm pretty sure this tyre is not directional. Matt got it off, so it's got to go back on. He's not keen on coming off there, you know. This isn't what we call playing nice. There he goes. That was what we were looking for. Right, so I've got a socket big enough now. There he is. Okay, let's get me hoof on it. Nut, washer. Come off. Okay. Right then. Cool. That didn't want to play. Right then, I just got to blow it up now. I'm out of puff. Fortunately, as part of my van toolbox, I keep one of these. So, although it's a right royal pain in the bum to wind the cables up, it's a lot better than not being able to float your tyre up. So, right, you can go on there, and you can go in there. I think all I need now is ignition. I don't actually know what the pressure should be in here, but so I'm going to go with hard. What do you reckon? 20 psi? Right, we'll listen out for hissing noises. Okay. So it's 20 psi in there, which I think is probably enough. I can't see a maximum tire because I haven't got my glasses, but I'm pretty sure this thing will probably take double that. But it's not really carrying much weight. It's only carrying a couple of 100 kilos, I expect. So low for the bouncing, I reckon that will do. So I can see a bit of an issue with this tyre looking at this. If you look how he's sat on that bead there, but then here, there's a bulge there. You see that? Yeah, I don't think anything more than 20 psi would be a good idea. He's okay that side. I wonder if that's where the valve was last time, and maybe one of us, Matt or I, have gone over a hole or something and it's just damaged the tyre. There was a couple of bits of wire hanging out of it, and I've taken them out. So anyway, it's working for now. Right, let's put the thing back on again. Okay, got me nut, got me washer, got me cap, got me spanner. All I need is my wheel. Okay. My shaft is nice and clean. Dust guard's on there. Okay. Washer. Nut. See, it would have been easier if it's been an outside wheel because I could have folded it up. But no. Had to do a difficult one. Okay, it's a no-lock nut. It's not coming undone in a hurry. Repaired. Right, well, it's too early to go spinning anything now. There's no point for another few hours. We might as well let it do what. Unfortunately, I don't know which bit Matt didn't do yesterday, and there's probably no way of telling, to be honest. So yeah, so maybe I'll be down later on spinning this, or maybe Matt wants to volunteer again. I'll give him the choice. Morning, mate. How you doing?
Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you out of bed yet?
Getting there.
I've repaired the puncture.
Yeah.
Wheels back on. Do you fancy having a crack at this afternoon, or do you fancy having the afternoon off?
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right, well, no, if you want to, I'm very grateful because it means I've got loads of tree work to go and look at. So
Okay.
if you can do that. So it's repaired. I'll put it back where you left it, and I'll leave the key in the toolbox.
Okay.
All right, so the key would be...
Would you like it brought back?
Oh, actually, come to think of it, do you want to come to my place then, and
Yeah.
I'll bring you over?
Can do. Okay.
And
what
then
time do you want?
probably sort of 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
have your lunch, then come over after lunch.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, mate. Lovely job. Thank you very much.
Right, see you in a bit.
Cheers,
Bye.
then. Bye bye. I was right. It won't be me spinning it this afternoon. Okay, but that does mean I can get on and do some other stuff. Right then. Done. Right, that was a bit more of a struggle than I hoped it was going to be, but job's done. Home time. They're out in the forest today. It's warm. Saying no more. Time to give our cows a bit of fresh grass. Coming up! Not only that, they have drunk in 4 days, they have drunk dry 1,500 litre tank of water. So I'm going to let them back in the barn because the feed in there is still on the mains. So they'll enjoy this. Come on, you lot! I saw that. They're probably heading straight for the water tank. I don't blame them. Possibly not as thirsty as I first thought. They stopped short of the tank and found the grass. So they'll stay out here for another probably 2 days, and I think then it'll be a case of starting to graze the bigger grounds down there. I just hope we're going to get some rain soon, because this is just starting to get a little bit twitchy now. Right, we've come out to give little ducks, who we haven't actually seen out yet, some food. I expect some of you have already spotted in there. Yeah, that was the one that we caught stealing eggs. I say we caught, Biscuit caught it. She actually got over here before I did. I just shut the door and she nailed him, so fair play. I was a bit nervous about it because corvids have nasty beaks and they can do a lot of damage to eyes. But anyhow, Biscuit won, Magpie nil. Now we're looking at here. There. Look, we've got some food for your babies. See? Nice human. Okay? Oh, you do not look at all pleased to see me, do you? That was a parting pinch on the leg, you swine. Okay. No, I just want to get water a bit nearer to you as well. Is that alright? Let's have the water a bit nearer as well. Little ducks need water. Right, show them the water. Don't walk all over them. She's walking all over them. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she's just walking all over them. Daft duck. Okay, best thing I can do right now, I think, is leave her in peace. Well, that's the end of the day. Hello, Nutter. Come on, here. Come on in. Oh, me nuts. Just been down and fed number 11. He seems to be doing okay. Still very bloaty. Still got bones sticking out of him, but he spotted me from 150 metres and bolted up to see me. Sadly, I forgot to take that with me.
Get off my land!
Get off your land! This is my bit, this bit.
Oi.
You can have that bit over there.
You can have the glass
This bit's
table.
my bit.
You can have the glass table leg.
Leg? Which leg? Any leg in particular?
The front.
So Mrs. P likes to remind me that half of this is hers. Do not like to remind me that half of it. The thing is, it always seems to be the half I'm standing on.
Absolutely.
So wherever I'm standing, I'm on her half. So it appears that her half covers
Get off! Oh, you laugh.
covers the entire farm.
I don't have a problem. I don't see what your problem is.
Can I get back to what I was doing now for a minute of light?
Being bloody useless.
I just fed the lamb. Living in a house. Alright, there's only 3 women here now, but there was 5. Two have gone. They keep coming back, but they've, so say, gone for now. Anyway, number 11's fed. I had an email earlier today, which I wasn't anticipating. A lot of you will have heard of Farm Simulator. I've heard of it, and 1 or 2 people who I know play it have given me shout outs, and thank you for those guys who have done that. But I always thought Farm Simulator was like a made up thing, or somebody had done something for big farmers. I think Tom Pemberton's having his place mapped for it. Anyhow, the one thing I didn't expect, because we're a little tiny small holding, and a lot of people would call me a hobby farmer, or a part-time farmer, or not a real farmer, or whatever else, I never expected to be approached to have this place put on Farm Simulator. I don't know if there's enough to keep someone interested. I don't know the game, I don't understand it. Anyway, that's what's happened. I've been asked if I would allow somebody to create Bradley Farm on Farm Simulator, and in principle I've said yes, on provision that it's free, as in nobody makes any money out of it. So I need to do a bit of study into this now. Apparently I think you have to buy the game, I think you have to buy the thing, but I believe that, or as I understand it, you can go to a farm or whatever else and that doesn't cost any extra. So provided nobody's making money out of this for you guys to enjoy it, and because you've already paid it to buy the actual game, I don't know, then I suppose I don't mind. You can virtually drive around the farm in whatever, I don't know, do they put the kit that I have on the farm here and that's where you start, or do you put your own kit in here? Do you manage the land? And what have I got to tell them? Have I got to give them the pH levels? Have I got to give them the exact acreage, the field maps? I don't, excuse me, I got itchy ears. I don't know. So I don't know if I should be honoured to be asked to be added to the game, or concerned. You know, is there security stuff I should know about, or am I going to get bombarded with hundreds of questions about would you do this and would you do that, and or is it up yet, or when's it ready, and stuff like that. I don't know. I've heard 1 or 2 stories of folks who have done it. This is all second-hand and third-hand Chinese whispers that have kind of almost wished they hadn't, because they were getting people ringing up and then people turning up going, oh, I've played the game, now I want to walk around it. So no, there's the footpath, but there will be boundaries. So I don't know if this video is going to come out because the light's behind me. I don't know if I'm a silhouette, I don't know how the camera's going to act. So I'm going to add this into a bit of video either today's or tomorrow's or something like that, and maybe you lot will give me some feedback. And any of you who have is it Farm Simulator 19? 19, I think that was what it was. So so yeah, if anybody's got any positives or negatives or something they can tell me, particularly if you've had your place mapped and you wish you hadn't, let me know, because if it's a bad idea, I want to nip it in the bud while I can. I posted it up on Instagram tonight, and the feedback was rather 100% yes, please do it, and 2 or 3 people saying no, don't. What do I do? What do I do? So I've kind of made this place public anyway. You know, I can't hide anymore. No, everybody knows where I am. I mean, it's not difficult to find me, and it's not difficult to find this place. It's, you know, it's on Google Maps, for God's sake. Should I have said that? Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video in a year's time saying, don't do that because it was the worst thing I ever did, or yeah, it was alright, or do that, or, you know, So I'm going to do a little bit of research into the game. I think it's a PS4. I'm not a gamer. The last game I played was Super Mario, and I think that was when Samantha was about 3. And I still got the bloody tune in my head. Yeah, it's in my head. But I know a lot of you guys who don't farm, who would really love to farm, are right into this game, Farming Simulator. And it kind of brings you a bit nearer. And in some ways, if it brings the city folk, the town folk, the urban folk, whatever else, or whatever, out into the countryside, even if it's virtual, if it broadens understanding of agriculture, if it broadens knowledge of where food comes from, I can't really see it being a bad thing. I think the only time I ever looked at it once, I was following somebody else. I was watching somebody else. Somebody would give me a shout out. I can't remember his name, and he was going off buying stuff, and he was going in and he was buying a sprayer for £200,000, and he was buying this. I was like, whoa, hang on a minute. That's not real life. In real life, it's a case of you don't go and buy a blinking sprayer for £200,000 because you ain't got it. Maybe you lease it for a year, or you know, if you've gone to, you know, you just don't go spend the money. You got to go to the bank manager and say, please, Mr. Bank Manager, can I have £200,000 because I've only got a tenner to go towards it. So I think some of the reality of Farming Simulator, it sugarcoats it a bit, maybe, from the one bit I saw. I don't know, maybe I'm just an old cynic, or just old. Anyway, watch this space. I've tentatively said yes. The guy I know watches the channel, so he'll be watching this going, don't tell him, or you shouldn't have told him, or why have you told him, or what have I put myself into, and blabbermouth, or whatever. But I kind of do want a bit of feedback from you guys, because most of you know an awful lot more about it than I ever will. So, anyway, on that note, it is 9:30 at night. I have finished. I've just had my tea. I've just fed the lamb, and the wind is just cooling down round round there. So I'm going in a minute before I get chilled. So you've all heard of the baby parsnip. Cold wind. Right. There you go. If you play Farming Simulator in a year or so's time, maybe we can sit and enjoy the sunset. Not very good tonight.